Okay, so thank you all for filling in the form, and we're very happy to see you here. I would like to introduce you to our honorable panelists. So today we have here with us Mr. Joe Crawford, our OEM sales manager, Mr. Tal Rahav, our R&D director, and Mr. Mark McCombs, our OEM sales manager. Joe, please go ahead.
Good morning and welcome. Today we'll be reviewing why to choose vLite, some various applications for the vLite, certifications, the vLite product line, some of our competitor comparisons. We'll review a few case studies, visit the vLite online store, and we'll follow up this presentation with a question and answer session. Please do not use the chat for any questions you may have during this presentation. Please use the Q&A section and we'll respond to those at the end of the presentation.
So what is vLite? Well, vLite is an overnight success, but it's years in the making. And we're so pleased to have Tal with us. Tal is the designer and the originator of this concept of the vLite. It's really a breakthrough innovation. It's patented and enables Vishay VPG best-in-class load cells that have the quality and the precision that you're used to, and they're 50% lighter than traditional load cells. It's a revolutionary design. It's a through bore beam design from aviation grade aluminum, and it allows for very precise measurement, and again, with half the weight. The vLite load cells are interchangeable with traditional load cells as well as VPG load cells, and the vLite technology can be integrated into any single point application and into custom design solutions.
Why choose the vLite? First of all, the vLite is half the weight of a traditional load cells. This could be very important for certain applications in various products and various industries. With the decrease in weight, it also reduces the cost of shipping. Shipping is very expensive these days, and this is another way we can help reduce those costs. And sustainability. With this extruded aluminum design, there's less machine time, so it's more sustainable, more energy efficient. It is more competitive and very innovative, and that's the goal of VPG, to provide products like this to our customers. Now let's take a look at a brief video on vLite.
Innovation doesn't happen overnight. You need to put in the time. Let's say you want to reinvent load cells. You clear your schedule and start on market research. There's no market category for your idea, so you make one. The market wants precision performance that's more accessible, sustainable, and cost-efficient. You spend years exploring innovative materials until you find the perfect one, which presents challenges you never expected. So you spend a few years on these until, eureka, a whole new concept. Time to seize the moment, just as soon as the market matures technologically. Now it's really the moment. VPG Force Sensors presents an overnight success. VPG's patented vLite technology has reinvented load cells. Using an innovative hollow beam made of aviation-grade aluminum, vLite load cells provide best-in-class performance at half the weight of standard cells. With off-the-shelf models exchangeable for equivalent solid cells, vLite is ideal for a broad range of applications, whether as a single-point load cell or in any custom configuration. Meeting and surpassing all industry standards and benchmarks, vLite has been rigorously tested across loading arrangements, materials, and geometries. And since it uses less material, it has a lower carbon footprint and simplifies shipping and storage. Because that's what non-stop innovation gets you. See the vLite difference. Visit us today.
So again, best-in-class performance and half the weight. With our unique manufacturing capabilities, we were able to make each vLite load cell around half the weight of a traditional load cell. And this is very important. Lower weight can reduce shipping costs, storage costs, It's an ideal solution for low-weight applications, especially medical, and create lightweight products within existing designs because it is completely interchangeable with existing standard single-point load cells.
With an eye on the future, VPG is offering the vLite with less material, reduced waste, and greater savings for our customers. Producing vLite load cells uses less material than traditional load cells, so this reduces waste and energy consumption during the manufacturing process. It is a more sustainable load cell. It's disposable and recyclable. VPG is a partner in the drive towards sustainability, reducing carbon footprints across the product lifestyle. Uncompromising VPG quality. VPG is known for producing very high quality sensors. vLite is no exception. Using vLite in weighing systems, makers can benefit from a reduction in weight without compromising the performance or reliability. And with this, VPG is now offering a comprehensive 2-year warranty on all the vLite products. VPG, again, is known for its renowned precision and reliability. And these are easily exchangeable with equivalent standard load cells.
So which industries can benefit from vLite? Well, let's look at retail. Retail for trade scales, like in supermarket scales. I know we've all used the self-checkout feature. And what happens when you do that, it's actually weighing what you just scanned to make sure that it matches so that you don't scan something and you're really trying to purchase something different. And it does it by weight. So it cross-checks the barcode of what you scanned against the weight of the product that's in the database within the supermarket. And it's also used for weighing produce when you use the self-checkout as well. So they're very handy. That load cell, the vLite, can be mounted perpendicular to the flow as well. So it makes it easy to mount within a self-checkout scanner. Medical fluid weighing, it's a really good solution to do any type of fluid weighing, be it IV bag weighing, saline weighing for procedures, any type of renal system, as well as incubators. And the largest version of the vLite goes up to 300 kilogram and can easily be integrated into a hospital bed. So can lower the weight on a hospital bed and have the same precision of a standard load cell. And then packaging, we can use the vLite in packaging machines such as bottling and filling machines. We all know when we buy a box of something, it says that you're buying this based on weight and not by volume. And that's where the vLite comes into play, can monitor the weight when they're doing the packaging or bottling.
You're muted.
I'm sorry about that. Okay, let's start again. Hello, everyone. So with the vLite, we also made sure we have all the necessary approvals, both legal metrology approvals and hazardous area approvals. So you can see all the approvals that we have for the vLite, covering the entire range of the vLite. And the range currently is 10 to 300 kilograms, and it will be extended in the coming months.
Now let's take a look at the vLite product line. The vLite is available in a growing range of products from VPG Force Sensors, and it can be integrated into any single point load cell application. It is also available for custom design solutions. Below is our current off-the-shelf product offering, starting with our model 0022. It's a low-profile aluminum load cells with capacities ranging from 10 to 40 kg. It's a single point with a 350 by 350 millimeter platform. Next, we have the model 0031. This is a medium profile, medium width aluminum load cell with capacities ranging from 10 to 40 kilograms. It's also a single point with a 350 by 350 millimeter platform. The model 0042, this is a medium profile aluminum load cell with capacities ranging from 10 to 50 kilograms. It's also a single point, 400 by 400 millimeter platform. And lastly, the model 0038, medium profile, medium width, again, aluminum load cell with capacities ranging from 100 to 300 kilograms. Single point, 400 by 400 millimeter platform.
So if we look at the model 0022, this will be equivalent to the VPG Tedea-Huntleigh model 1022. And the last two digits are an approximation of the height. In this case, it's exact height. So the height of the 022 is 22 millimeters. It comes in capacities between 10 and 30 kilograms. For smaller platforms, it is approved for NTEP and OML. And it's good for any benchtop scales, small platform scales, grocery checkout, safety scales. The next one is model 0031. 0031 essentially is the same as 0022, except that it's higher. So in this case, it will be 31 millimeters high, or 31.4 to be exact, for the same type of applications. And it will be a drop-in replacement for the model 1033 of Tedea-Huntleigh. And the next one is model 0042, which will be equivalent to VPG models 1042, 1040, and 1041, which are the legacy models. And it covers a higher capacity range up to 50 kilograms. It's good for a larger platform. And it comes in two widths. 20 millimeters is for the lower capacities and 25 millimeters for the higher capacities. And the last one in the family currently is model 0038. Again, 38 is the height in millimeters. This goes up to 300 kilograms. And it's interchangeable with the models 1242 and the legacy model 1241, as well as we list here the equivalent ZEMIC and HBK models. And next up, we will discuss mounting configurations for the vLite. That's a question that always comes up. So for the lower capacities, we can look on the right. There is a through hole in the load cell. There are no threads in the lower capacities. So you either mount with the bolt through the load cell, as you can see on the left, and then it bolts into the scale base. Or on the right side, you can use a threaded block, which is supplied with the load cell, that mounts inside the load cell, and it converts it to standard mounting with a threaded interface. And for the higher capacities, we have an integral thread, so the mounting is identical to any other conventional load cell. So these are the three different configurations for mounting. Here we have a sample comparison between VPG models 42 and 1042, which is the current medium-sized single point, and offering some HBK and ZIMIC. So the ranges are similar, although on the 42, to go up to the higher capacity, we have to move to the 38. And as far as approvals, the approval currently is a C3 approval, and we will be extending it to C6 by the end of the year. However, we already have a very high Y value, up to 25,000 for the higher capacities, which stands out in this case. And it has the same type of output, rated output. And you can see another question always comes up is the strength. Well, there's less material, so how can it hold the strength? So you can see we guarantee the same level of overload protection, up to 150% for standard no damage loading, up to 250% for ultimate, and we want to point out here that during the development, we ran endurance testing when we reached 10 million cycles, at which point we stopped the testing. There was no damage, no degradation in performance, but we just decided to stop at 10 million. Maybe in the future, we will run longer tests. And the temperature, compensated temperature range is dictated by the regulation, so it's the same for everyone. And we have maybe a slightly higher operating range. Thank you.
Now let's check out an interesting case study we have. We have our first case study going on in the US. It's a US weighing systems manufacturer. They're an advanced weighing solutions company, one of the top 5 in the US. They have over 100 years of leadership in industrial weighing, including the invention of the platform scale. The in-house development of precision systems include bench, pallet, and floor scales, heavy capacity truck and rail scales, and hygienic food processing scales. They incorporate cutting-edge electronics, sealed circuitry, and diagnostic features for advanced accuracy and reliability. Solutions designed for integration into industrial environments, wet washdowns, high throughput facilities with rugged build quality. They serve a wide customer base, including food processors, agribusiness, logistics, and heavy industry, with a global service network across North America and beyond. They're currently testing the Model 0038 vLite. They're testing this in a benchtop scale. Now, what the advantage for them is this is the VPG quality load cell at a lower price and half the weight. This saves approximately 55% of load cell weight and reduce shipping cost of the end product.
Let's take a look at a second case study, and this is a European weighing system manufacturer. They're located in Spain. They're one of the top 5 manufacturers, and they develop and produce advanced weighing and labeling systems for retail and industrial applications. The product range that they produce are counter scales, PC-based scales with computer vision, dynamic check weighers, and automated labelers. So the solutions that they've integrated into production and packaging is for weight control, identification, and labeling. The customer base is for small food retailers all the way up to large industrial packaging operations. And they're in the process of testing the vLite units. They currently purchase large volumes of load cells similar to the VPG Force Sensors 1022 from a Chinese supplier for retail scales. And once they have approved the vLite, they're going to switch to purchasing the 0022 from VPG, which is better quality at a lower price. And like we've talked about, 50% of the weight. We're expected 5,000 to 6,000 units to be used annually, saving the company 50% of total cost while providing better performance and again, half the weight.
Now the VPG vLite is offered on our eShop. It's right on our eShop. It's available for purchase. 2 models are currently in stock and ready for immediate shipment. The first one is the 0022, followed by the 0042. Again, we have stock currently located in the US for immediate delivery. And then coming soon will be the 0031 and 0038. Again, these will be available on our eShop. It's easy to click, buy, and shipping is fast and amazing once that inventory comes into the US.
So to wrap up, why choose vLite? Well, lightweight, best price, and best quality. Applications include retail, medical, and packaging. The certifications are wide-reaching. They're OIML, NTEP, FM, SA, UK, CA, and EX. The vLite product line, again, follows the standard VPG product line with the last 2 numbers, as Tal noted, identifying as the height of the load cell. So the 0022, 0042, 0031, and 0038. It outperforms comparable Zemic and HBK products, and it's rapidly becoming the choice of leaders. We have other case studies in addition to the ones that we talked about today. And the vLite's available online. As Joe noted, it's available in stock and for fast delivery.
All right, let's review some of the questions that we've had come through. The first one will be for Ileana. Will this presentation be available after the webinar? It looks like we're having some audio technical issues with Ileana there, but I believe that this will be available after. Next one we have is for Tal. Can you compare the Tedea-1042 to the vLite product? Is there a difference in relative stiffness or oscillation time?
Actually, the vLite may even be slightly stiffer than the 1042. So it's comparable not only in the mechanical size and the performance and the signal, but also in this parameter of natural frequency, which will be similar or slightly higher in some capacities.
And I should mention that the vLite online shop is only available currently for US customers.
Let's see, we have another one has come in. Do you machine these elements from standard extruded box bar, or do you machine the box bar as well? And this is related to the actual cost of machining.
No, so we use a custom material here. It's a custom extrusion with a custom selection of material. It's not a combination that you can find at any extrusion supplier. These are unique to us, both the combination of the material itself, which is the same high-grade aluminum of the full bar stock used for the standard load cells, and our own specific geometry that will give us both the performance and the reduction in material. So we lose the material in the center, which really doesn't work. And we save a lot of money on the material, shipping the material, almost no machining. The machining is very limited. It's we machine a slight surface on the top and the bottom. And so there's very little waste of material.
All right. Tal, on the 0042, the 50 kg, could you speak to the oscillation time?
I don't have the numbers in front of me at the moment, but it would be roughly, as I recall, it would be around between 70 to 100 hertz would be the natural frequency. But this like any other application, it's highly dependent on the dead weight, the weight of the platform, and it is slightly higher than the standard 1042.
Thank you very much.
So it's very suitable for high-speed weighing, packaging.
Very good.
Joe, it looks like someone is asking about the grade of aluminum that we're using in the finish. I think Tal can elaborate on the proprietary nature of that.
Yeah, so the grade is as we identified in the presentation is aviation grade aluminum. It's the same type of aluminum that we use for our full size load cells. And it has the same finish of clear anodic coating as the standard products.
Next one we have that came through is, can this be used in automotive or off-road applications?
It can be used in any application that you want. The only thing you have to take care of, because it has a large cavity running the length, if you expect a lot of material to collect, then maybe this will not be the best selection, because you can plug the ends, but you cannot plug the center cavity and such. So if you expect to collect a lot of dust and mud, then you will not want to use this. I would say if it's in a protected area of the vehicle or has some shroud, yes, you can use it. But if it's an external mounted device, then you should not use this.
We have a really interesting question here, and it's very important to note this. Other than the lightness of the load cell, everything else seems to be the same as the existing comparable load cells, such as the 1042. Absolutely, and that's by design. So what is the benefit over just the lightness? And that is the price. This is a lower cost load cell. I wouldn't call it economical, because it is lower in price, but it's not lower in quality. And as we noted, it has a full 2-year warranty in addition to the NTAP, the OIML, and all the other certifications that we have. So confidence is very, very high. It's a precise unit, but due to the design, we're able to produce it at a lower cost.
So coming along with that, with the lower cost, is of course the lower environmental impact. Much less material used, less waste, less energy spent on shipping.
All right, the next one that we have is, how long was the validation process when we first developed and moved through the engineering and qualification process?
So it's been probably 2 decades in the making. But the breakthrough was when we managed to lock down the material geometry combination. As I mentioned, this is not a standard extrusion that you can go and buy everywhere. You have to design it specifically and custom make it. So once we completed this step, the rest of the development was like any other single point. So it's, I would say, 2 decades plus 2 years.
we've got a question. Someone would like to see an actual unit with the technology of the screens behind us. I don't know if that's going to blank out. I think, Tal, you've probably got the best capability.
I have a better screen.
There you go. Thank you.
So if you can see me now, I'm not sure.
Yes.
Yes, so you can see I'm looking through the load cell. And the patent, you can actually see the patent. The patent has to do with the fact that it has the through bore and a transverse sensing section. This is the essence of the patent. And also you can see here the minimum machining. It's only this surface here. This surface here, this gives us the blank and opening the section in the middle to generate the required strain. All the rest is stock size.
Okay. We have a question regarding the capacities and whether or not they will increase. Now, the largest one that we have does go up to 300 kilogram. But the reason for that really, and Tal, you can expound on this, is really it's the nature of a single point. A single point design is really a lower capacity load cell. The highest capacity we have, again, is a 300 kg and can be used in heavier capacities like for a hospital bed itself.
Yes, yes. And we do have are currently going under test units going up to 600 kilograms. In a slightly bigger package, again, with the height around 62 millimeters. So it will be 0062. And it will be replacing or interchangeable with our model 1260.
Very good. The next question I have here is, how about the safe overload? Is this the same as any of your other traditional load cells?
Yes, it's the same. It's the same as I identified earlier. It's the same. Basically, if I'm still on the screen, because the center section is almost identical. I have here a 1042 and a 0042, one on top of the other. So it is essentially the same. You can see that maybe the section is slightly shorter here, which gives us the higher frequency, but essentially the cross section is the same.
Yeah. I see somebody is interested in how the off-center compensation is created. I have done a lot of applications. I really enjoy working with single points for that very reason. So, Tal, could you explain a little bit about how the
so the off-center compensation is not unique to the vLite. It's like any other single point. It's the fact that you have the 4 strain gauges bonded on opposite sides of the neutral axis. So when you shift the weight from side to side, the strain gauges see different level of strain, but altogether they compensate for each other. So the summation stays the same.
Very good. That's all I'm showing as far as the questions. Joe, do you see any more come in from your side?
I do not. Again, thank you all for attending. We appreciate your time, and please reach out if you have any questions on the vLite that we can answer for you. All right. Thank you very much.